going on, guys? This is DB Brave, fresh, clean, and cut for you, coming at you live with the Ooowee Chronicles. And we will be having JaQuavis Coleman coming on here in a moment, and then we're going to get to grinding it and get the real truth of what you need. So, if you have never seen me before, once again, my name is DB Bray. I'm a writer. This is the Ooowee Chronicles. It is a free platform for any writers, readers, book reviewers, or other creatives that would like to come on and showcase your work. So, if you haven't seen the show before and you're looking forward to coming on this show, please go to my bio and fill out the contact form, and we'll get you on as soon as we can. So, I see a couple of the regulars showed up. It's nice to see you guys. Big Stan, Tremina, thank you for joining. I know everybody's loving the shave. Take a good look. I don't know. Sometimes. I don't know. I've been painting all day, so I have really no idea what's going on right now. Oh, Janae Marie. Yep. You know I clean shave, bruh. That's how I roll. When I'm going back to work anyway. You know, I can't look like a scruffy the whole time. So... Oh, China's here. Great. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Been a long day, y'all. So, been a long day. Oh, 255100 here. Hello, hello. I know you just read some of his latest work, so you're definitely geared up. Tiny face? Yeah. They call me Babyface DB, okay? And I do what I need to do. That's all I'm going to say about that, Stan. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say about that. Let me see if he's coming on here. Okay, there we go. Everybody having a good night? Hello, Mariah. How are you? Tremina from South Central. So, just for anybody that's wondering, The Last Tribe, my young adult novel, that's actually going to be, that's 3 chapters into the audiobook, and he's doing a fantastic job. His name is Walt Allen. So if you haven't got your books on ACX yet for audio, go on acx.com, and you can do royalty share, which means you don't pay anything out of pocket, and you and the narrator come to an agreement. Hey, Val, you and the narrator come to an agreement about getting it done. The shorter the novel, the better for you. So if you're writing 30, 40, 50,000, it's anywhere between 5 and 6 hours of listening time. So that usually takes the narrator about 2 weeks if they're really quick. And Walt Allen will be putting some audio samples on for The Last Tribe. And when we get that going and rocking, then everybody will be able to see that. Yeah, Blood and Whiskey 2, I'm actually having that hopefully produced by a guy out of Ireland who can do an American narration and Irish voices that belong to it. So I'm waiting to hear back from that gentleman. Blood and Whiskey 1 is Blood and Whiskey 1 is still Blood and Whiskey 1. So I'll fill you in more on that when I know what more is going on there. So hopefully Mr. Coleman will be coming on here shortly. I know everybody's gearing up. Hey, they want this interview bad. I'm with you. I know. Got them questions. Going to be firing them, but I'm going to do the best I can to get to as many questions as I can. If I can't get to all of them, please forgive me. I'll do what I can do. Sorry, I haven't had a cigarette in a while. There we go. Oh, there he is.
Peace.
Fresh off the plane. My man, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, bro.
You a little tired?
Just a tad.
A
I'm
little
good.
tired. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got off a podcast myself, so I'm grinding, brother. I'm grinding.
That's good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm so grateful you came on, and I really appreciate you coming on the show. Um, you know, a lot of my supporters are huge supporters of yours, and there isn't a day goes by that I haven't heard, for more than 5 seconds how much they love the cartel and how much they love. And I'm like, I have a book. I have a book. It sounds good, but I have one. But so
Man, you'll get there. You'll get
yeah, I'm
there.
getting there. I'm getting there. I'm not at the TV Warner Brothers slash duo slash whatever you got going on over there, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
Oh, it's coming, baby.
It's coming.
Yes, sir.
So, um, everybody is anxious to get in and ask questions. But what I'd like to start with is, let's talk about. I know that you and your wife met each other at 16, and basically the challenge is what started, which pretty much everybody knows this story. But for anybody that's not aware of this story, would you mind telling everybody how you guys got started in the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, long story. Which one? You want to know how I met her?
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Let's go with that and the writing.
All right, cool. So, I'm from Flint, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I was younger, I was in some things, you know. And on this particular day, I had a bar. I wanted to buy something. Now, me looking at hindsight, it was a setup from the beginning. But he wanted to buy something from me. I said, "Cool, set it up." So I went to meet him, and as I was getting out the car, I heard a chirp. So, I mean, if you're from the hood, you can go anywhere, right? So I instantly turned around, right? Once I got back in the car, peeled off, the guy started following me. Two Crown Vics jumped behind me.
Mm.
So back in the day, I think I had cutlass, right? So just like an old, this ain't really built, you know what I'm saying? And really, yeah, daredevil. So I weighed my options. So I said, yeah,
Ain't a
so
lot there.
absolutely. So I pulled over. Um, I decided to jump. Now, by me jumping, it separated me from the person chasing, right? So when I jumped behind, I jumped the fence, house, it was a bush. I didn't know what the house was on to, but I threw whatever I had in there. So I went to the main. I let them catch me. Now,
I let him catch me.
yeah, I mean, you know how to go.
You could have run.
So they called me. They handed me on the curb. The lieutenant person that actually was doing business with me, he was undercover all the time. He said, "Yo, check that book." Now at that point, my heart dropped because I knew that's exactly how to do it. So I'm like, "Fuck, I'm going to jail." He went and checked the bush, nothing in there. Right? He yelled, "Yo, it's nothing." So in the back of my head, I'm like, "Yo, it's nothing in there." I know I just threw it right there. So the guy that was sitting at the curb, he said, "Yo, you sit right here. I'm about to throw it in." Went, shook the bush down, nothing there. Now in my mind, I'm like, "Fine intervention," because I knew I threw that fucker right there. So where you put it? Nothing. Had to let me go. I got a phone call that night. It was a friend I had, real. She's still my friend to this day. Yo, I got a homegirl. I'm like, all right. No, she look good. She like, yeah, but we need to. She got to talk to you. I said, all right, give her my number. She called me. She was behind. That was the house. Got your shit. Hung up on her immediately. I went there. Everything I dropped dropped on my lap. Realest bitch. I married her like 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, JaQuavis?
Yes, sir.
We for some reason I'm hearing you, but there seems to be some breakup on your end. That's what everybody's saying in my comments. So I don't know if it's a reception issue on my end or how we are working this, but let's keep going. People are saying there's poor connection.
Okay, you want to go out and come back in?
Yeah, let's try it again. Yeah, you can just jump off real quick.
All right, my man.
Hang on one second, guys. We're gonna try to add it again. Are we good now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Don't Teddy Riley, man. Don't do that to me.
I don't know what that means, but okay, we're gonna move on. So you met.
No, maybe.
You met Ashley, who was the person that must have procured your product of candy sticks in the bush, and then you guys got married.
Nah, that ain't exactly how it went.
Oh, okay.
But that's how I met my wife.
Yeah, you should have definitely married that one. That's a keeper.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So the question I have for you is everybody's going to go nuts if I don't ask these. I don't know if you've seen them before, but it's called the Ooowee rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Okay. The rapid fire questions get a little harder, just to give you a heads up. I've had some guests unable to finish. I've had some guests that were inebriated. I've had some guests that were smoked. I've had some guests that just couldn't do it, just couldn't pull it off. So I know you're the real JaQuavis Coleman. So I'm expecting this. Are you ready?
It's JaQuavis, but
It's JaQuavis. I'm good. Mr. Coleman. We're gonna call you Mr. Coleman.
yeah, that's cool. My mama just told me when somebody say your name, you got.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm not very good at names.
You know, it's all good, bro. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
JaQuavis. Okay, so your favorite flower?
Lotus.
Lotus. Okay.
Hmm.
Favorite musician?
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Okay. Favorite vacation spot?
Cuba.
Never been there.
Yeah. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Cuba's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite car?
84 Cutlass.
84 Cutlass, which I would have guessed that. Favorite spot in, let's go with, where would we normally see you? Favorite spot in Detroit? You're from Flint, but let's go with Detroit. Where's your favorite spot?
Nigga, I'm from Flint.
Yeah.
Favorite spot. Fifth Ward. My grandma's.
Favorite spot, Fifth Ward, Flint, Michigan. All right, we're gonna go with it. Favorite sports team and sport?
Football. Detroit Lions. Yeah.
I thought you might have been a Redskins fan. Favorite food?
I love Asian. I love Asian. Like, I love it.
Okay. All right. Favorite movie?
You know what? I got a lot of favorite movies, but the number one movie for me is probably Suspects. I love the creativity. The writing was stellar.
Yes, it was. Let's see. I have a personal question for you. I'm just wondering how you would deal with the situation if Captain America owed you $5,000. And let me give you a little backdrop, okay? My wife's a big Captain America fan. He called out of a couple Comic Cons. I spent a year in an Uber to send her. He owes me $5,000. If he owed you $5,000, Quavo, would you go and turn his pockets out to get your money?
No, you got to play. So, Captain America owing me $5 different from another.
All right, put some respect on his name. I get it.
Yeah, so he can owe me 5. That means he owed me a favor.
Yes. All right.
And 10 years later, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I see that. That's the business sense.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite spot to write?
I write anywhere, man, because I travel so much. I just write in my head.
Okay.
My head. I write in
Okay.
my anywhere I can get some peace and solace. I'm writing.
Awesome.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it.
Have you ever written on your phone?
I may have jotted notes. Yeah, but I'm like now I'm a little bit better on the computer. I used to write everything.
Longhand.
My mind worked quicker than
Yeah. Yeah. We I think we all started that way.
Yeah.
If you were to save two people, it would be Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. Who would you save?
Man, give me a black option. Like I want.
Give you a black option?
Yeah, like I don't fuck with them, man.
All right, there you go. That's an original answer, Quavo.
Let's do it the right way.
All right. If you could climb Everest
Okay.
with one of your characters, who would it be?
Carter Jones.
Carter.
Carter.
Excellent. Excellent. Batman or Robin?
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Me too. I enjoy Black Panther. I'm not a Batman or Robin kind of guy.
All right.
Here is a question. This is the final question. It's a Jeopardy question.
All right.
Can Stanley E. James II out-party me?
You know what, Stanley, my baby.
I know.
Look. Let me talk about. I like Stan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Because he really what he talks about. And actually, we're gonna keep the name out. He knows some people, and I sent somebody to film in Cali, and he treated like me. I really respect real people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't meet too many real ones, so when you gotta keep them close.
Absolutely.
All right, so back to your question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got to see your party, then I can. But you know what, bro? You too white, bro. So I'm gonna go with TV. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You're gonna go with me?
Man,
Eat
bro.
it, Stan. Eat it, Stan from Quavo. Yes. Okay. But he's going to be at Detroit Hustle and Grind. I'm going to be at Detroit Hustle and Grind. You're going to be there. Kawan's going to be there. It's going to be the all-star lineup there. In my opinion, The Bust by Stanley James is one of the best books I ever read. Hands down.
Wow, that's dope.
I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, read it, went to work, got caught reading it, got in trouble, kept reading it, went outside to smoke a cigarette, kept reading it.
That's dope, man.
I finished that book in one day.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
He is. He is a phenomenal writer. He is a phenomenal writer. And so are you. And everybody here that signed on knows all about you. But let's get some pertinent questions that I think a lot of people would like to know. So I can't manage to make a sandwich with my wife in the same room without some type of disagreement happening. Either the butter or the bread or the jam or the peanut butter. You seem to have a successful business relationship with your wife that is charted that basically blows everybody's mind in the world. And you two are stellar together, stellar apart. I mean, it's just the list is ad infinitum. Okay, so how is it that the creativity between you and your soulmate, because clearly this is a soulmate issue. This isn't just two random people sitting around a table. You guys can literally finish each other's sentences. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's my dog.
Yeah. So is it hard to write when the pressure is mounting, the deadlines are coming? Is it a team effort, a collaborative effort that you guys just keep going? All right, we're going to get through this. We're going to keep coming.
Well, I mean, listen, man, the great thing about having a friend, it's like your best friend is like a person you fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
So me and her, right? something different. It's something different. Like our whole life is like it's like a thinking tank, right? We could talk about so many things on so many levels, and appreciate. Like I don't fuck with them, and you don't need a lot. One person that really, really.
Yep.
That's like how you get by. That's how you make history. You don't need a million. You just need one solid. And just so happy that solid person is my wife. And I'll pick any nigga. And you know me, I never was the. I can't see like when I was in the making money, man. Like I wanted to get back to my girl, man. I can't see. They got a beautiful home, but they want the dudes, man. Camaraderie is good, and you need that. But I want to lay against something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this, man, she's beautiful. She's amazing, very soft, but her mind is so beautiful. You know, so it ain't really no like it's me working with her. That's a privilege. Like we get money together, do everything, and that's how you want to, you know, like you want to have it.
It's amazing. I mean, it's yeah. When I do dedications, the first line is to my wife. Every single book.
So,
Don't do it any other way. And I really only fuck with Stan and some of the other guys, and I don't really mess with nobody else. I just stay in my lane. Um, Ty Marshall, I love Ty. I think his book, 80s Baby, was one of the best ever written. J.M. Benjamin's Memoirs of an Accidental Hustler was one of the best ever written.
I love Jam.
And anything Kawan writes is, but some of the up and comers are
Kawan,
really.
Kawan, amazing. And not to cut you off, I just like to give people their flowers while they're here. Like Kawan is a real. We got so many stories. Like Kawan came to my city, and every time I come to his city, he right there with me. Man. I really respect real people. It ain't even we are right. It's about the character. JM is another person, but Kwan, man, that's my baby. I love him too. He like my brother.
Well,
Yeah.
the funny thing is that this channel started with a DM from Stanley James.
Yeah.
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 When he hit me up, he was like, "Yo, I know you're a big fan of Kawan because I put it right there in my Instagram title. I didn't even know what I was doing with the Instagram." And he was like, "Yo, check out my book." And I read it, and we just hit it off. Like, started talking on the phone, and all of a sudden, the Chronicles comes out. Like, and it's crazy. Like, it just happened the last 30 days. Like, it has been insane. And to get some of you guys on here, like Wahida Clark and all these people, not asking for anything in return, just to be able to communicate with their supporters, mad love to you. Now, I know I've seen it like 7 times in this chain. That's why I'm looking down while you're talking, is because there's thousands of questions flowing in. It says, when is the Cartel 8 coming out?
You know what? It's listen, man. Look, it's so much politics involved in this. You know what I'm saying? But look, the cartel's coming out like soon,
Okay.
like soon. Like it's just one other thing we gotta kind of type. Book been done. It's business. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we do it in a major way, and I think they're gonna appreciate it when it come out. So yeah, it'll be out soon. Like soon.
So, in your opinion, do you prefer digital or paperback?
I like to smell the paper. I like to smell the paper. You know, I love the way a new book feels, but then I love it when it get old because it been through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My characters, the most attractive characters that the women like is the niggas that got scars on them. You understand?
Right.
And bullet holes. But with every bullet hole, with every scar, it's a good story behind it. So that's how books are. So I just love books. Paperbacks is, yeah.
I've got all my paperbacks from all the top crime writers in the country right now in Ziploc bags. Stan's book, I'm waiting because he hasn't shipped it yet. But all the autograph books are in the case.
Smart man.
That's how I can. So when I come get your work in Detroit, I'll put it right in the Ziploc as soon as you sign that bitch. I'll drop it, zip it, and that's it.
All right, my man. I got
So,
you.
am I buffering right now?
I can see you, bro.
You
You
can
look
see me.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, whatever. I don't. Could have been 14 minutes ago. I don't know.
Right.
So, where is your career going right now? I know you're involved in all kinds of things, but what's mainly taking place right now with you and Ashley?
Yeah, well, we got so many deals going on. We just did something for NBC Universal. Um, we wrote a script for Warner Brothers. Um, we got a I don't know if I could say it, but I'm gonna say fuck it. We got an attachment with a TI for the Cartel series. Um, we that y'all don't know about that. Got that coming. Um, yeah, as far as the film and shit, that's what we got a situation with A&E. Um, what else?
There's a lot.
Yeah, Long Live the Cartel. Like soon. I'm thinking about dropping it tonight at the way. We got Money Devils coming out next month. Um, Ashley just dropped.
Hang on one second, guys. We're gonna get it back going. I'm not sure what's going on tonight, but we're gonna make it work. Hang tight for me. Hang tight, guys. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties, guys. Just give me a few minutes, and I promise we're going to get them right back on here. Um, Stan, leave me alone. Okay. Well, at this time, it doesn't seem that he's on, but we'll wait a few minutes for him to come back. Um, let's figure out what we got ahead. There we go. Got it. One sec. Quavo.
My apologies, man.
All right, whatever, man. It's all good. They're blaming me, saying I got to take my shitty phone outside with some tin foil and aim it to the sky because it's on me.
Oh, no, that wasn't your fault, man. My phone stay on 2%, man, because I'm always using it, you know. So that was me. My apologies.
Stan will no. It's fine. Believe me. I actually had one guest come on here, and their phone went pitch black, and all you see in the replay is me talking to me. That
Yeah,
person isn't even on there. It's just me asking a bunch of ass questions, and the dude was like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," and everybody's like, "Turn down." I was like, "What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do over here?" You know what I mean? So they are wondering about Cartel 8. You are you said that you were gonna be dropping that soon. So what is it that I've seen it a few times? What is the character that you regret most killing in your books?
Mecca, Mecca, Mecca.
Mecca.
Because as I grew as a writer,
Mm-hmm.
with so many different complexes I could have gave them, and I kind of gave up on them by killing them. But I had to live life a little bit more, you know, because I think I started writing the Cartel when I was maybe 22, you know.
And that wasn't too long ago.
Well, no, I mean, shit, I'm proud. I'm 35. I've been
Yeah,
through the trenches. So
yeah,
I
but you're
ain't
still
really
young.
hiding my age. Like, You know, I've been through too much. So 35, where I'm from, is like 80. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
Now, Bray Shade, I don't know if you're familiar with Bray Shade. She's out of Flint. She's a regular guest on the show.
oh, is she?
Oh yeah, Bray Shade.
But
So
listen,
we.
whoever Bray Shade is, I love her too. She from the town. If she ever needs some help, tell her to holler at us.
I will. We're actually getting together some folks to figure out if we can push the water issue back to the front.
Okay.
Because she was saying that the water is still shitty. She's using 5 gallons a day just to cook. So in the background, I've been trying to make connections to see what we can do to kind of push that back to the forefront of all the things that are going on insane here. Actually, there's been quite a few people out of Flint, Michigan on my show. So it seems that you guys have a hot spot, maybe something that's great that's going on there to create such creative folks.
Yeah.
I would love to go there just to take it all in where all the greats are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Flint will love you, man. Flint
Yeah.
will.
I love Flint, man. I know we've done that. I know Janae Marie is from that area. She's from Detroit. Most of the people that are a supporter of mine are from Detroit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're trying to get that going. I'll drop you and let you know if we get that pushed any forward, because that's something that's kind of, I found it ironic, Quavo, that all of a sudden it just fell off the map. All of a sudden it was no longer important to talk about. It just seemed there was a bunch of charges, and then those charges dropped, and then it just kind of went under the rug. And I'm sitting here going, why are we not talking about that? We're talking about some really other crazy stuff going on in the world right now, but people need to be paying attention to what's going on there.
Yeah, man. It's very odd. God bless the world. I know we're going through something, but like soon as the pandemic hit, you know, Trump, everybody got some paper. You hear me?
Right.
But we've been suffering for 6 years prior, man, and we only need a fraction of that. So that's kind of like, you know, it's I don't really want to get into the politics, man. Like my agents and shit follow me on here, so
All I'm saying is that
yeah,
we're gonna go over there, and I'm gonna try to see what I can do to try to help those people, and that's all I'm gonna say.
man,
But
thank
I know you come from a place that's there, and you have the same issues I have. I just, certain things I just can't get into. I get it.
you. No,
I'm learning that slowly here on the show.
yeah,
So if there's anything that your writers or that your readers want to know about you, what is it one thing that you think that they wouldn't have any idea about you? Like what's your favorite color? I mean, those things that people don't ask you usually on interviews.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Okay, so if you want to know something about me, man, I really don't. But I was about to say I don't really fuck with nobody, man. Like I like to stay in the house. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I was like always a real popular nobody. If that makes sense.
It
Like
does.
I just like to stay out the way. I like to get money. I like to go in the house. I like to kiss my wife.
Yep.
You know, and repeat. If I could do that for the rest of my life, I'm goofy. I just
Yep.
like to I really like to relax. You know, I like to relax. I like to get money. I like to plot. It's nothing like a plan that comes together, man. That's like the most beautiful feeling in the world. And I don't know, man. That's me, man. I
And
ain't really
that's
too
me too.
complicated.
That is
Yeah,
me too, to a core. And my wife gets on me all the time. Oh, we need to go out. Look, nah, like I'm good. Like let me watch the same Chevy Chase movie. Let me write my characters. Let me create some clothing. Let me just do me. And I've
yeah,
been painting this damn house for the last 3 fucking days, and I've about gone insane. And she was like, "Well, aren't you gonna keep painting after this interview you just did?" I said, "No, Quavo coming on. No, hell no. I'm done. I'm going up. I'm doing this interview, and I'm going to fuck to bed. Like that's it." So like I totally get it, bro. I totally get it. I would like nothing more than to just sit. You like this King of the North thing I got?
yeah.
I couldn't afford that Haynes one with the perfect chair, so I got this for $19.99 on Amazon. But it
Hey,
feels.
yo, that shit fly though.
You like that?
I like
Yeah,
that fly shit.
yeah. I
Like you
like
have
it.
fur on. You know what I'm
I got that fur. Yeah.
saying?
Stan wish he had something like this.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
that's
I'm gonna say.
yeah,
So I know you just got back from a long trip,
yeah.
and you're waiting to just lay down and go to bed with your wife. I get it.
Yeah.
So let's just go over recap real quick. I know we talked about
No,
30 minutes.
listen, not to cut you off, man, but
Yeah.
take your time, man. I
Oh.
like take your time, man. Whatever you
Oh.
need, I'm here, man. I like you.
Oh,
I be telling motherfuckers I don't even want to stay on for like 20 minutes just
right.
in case I don't like them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know,
Oh,
so
excellent, excellent. I just
yeah,
wanted to make sure we
like
kept it as agreed. That's
yeah,
all. Excellent. Okay, so let's go through an average day for you as a writer. If you were, get out of bed, is it a coffee? Is it a tea? Is it a soda pop? What is it? What gets Quavo going?
yeah. Well, you know what? I'm a real heavy coffee drinker. I like coffee. You know what I'm saying? And, a morning cigar. You know what I'm saying? I sit on my balcony. I blow the finest blunt every day, you know, clear my,
Yeah,
and I start my day. You know what I'm
yeah. See, Stan said he white chocolate. People think he the feds. See,
saying?
fuck you, Stan. So, for you, is there a word count that you're trying to get every day, or is there a meeting beforehand or the night before to where you guys want to continue the plot?
Yeah, absolutely. We both do 5,000 a day every day. We've been doing 5,000 13 years, and
Whoa.
yeah, and we take the weekends off. So 5,000.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot of words.
Yeah, I mean, we got 45 books, and that's the ones with our name on it.
Yeah. That's not even the ones without your name.
Yeah, yeah. So to be that productive, you have to be diligent. You have to stick to it. So we do 5,000 every day, Monday to Friday, and we haven't stopped. 5,000. Yeah.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
Hmm.
I am amazed.
Yeah.
So, with the caroling of Carter, which everybody seems to be in the thing here, everybody's going absolutely rabid over it. Was that your execution, or was that the other duo's side of the execution? If you can't say, I have no problem. It's just a question I've been asked.
I don't think she'll mind if I tell, but we really had an argument. Well, not a real argument because that's my best friend, but we really had a tug of war with
Hmm.
that. Um, I just was. I understand when you're creating a book, you can't serve two masters, and I really wanted to give my focus to a new character, and it don't matter how much we put into this new character, Carter will always be king. And the way we wrote, we couldn't put him in jail, couldn't have him go
He's
away.
got to go.
They
He's
would
got
have
to go.
said, "Yo, he's coming back." It would have been that. So he has a direct bloodline that I think people really going to gravitate for.
Absolutely. And I get that question from some of my supporters: is who did you regret killing the most? And um, there's a piece of us in each character. I think I don't think there's a piece where I just created this guy and out of thin air, and there's nothing from internal in that character. Even the
Mm.
villains, there's something that either my past behaviors or the way I treated my wife or my girlfriends in the past. Something's in that character. So I kill a lot of characters, but I try not to form an attachment. Do you form an attachment?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what? I can't say I have formed attachments plural, but Carter Jones, he was he was so much of me, and well, he was all the good parts of it, you know. And,
Yeah, there were
yeah,
some not so good parts in other characters.
yeah, yeah. No, but like his stomach probably was flat, but I got a boss belly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but his ideologies, the way he thought, the way he handled his business, it was a direct reflection of me. So I really, really love that character. Hated to kill him, you know. So
did that take a lot of effort and talk between the pair of you?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We went back and forth. We had 5 different endings, and you know,
Wow.
we just wanted to me and Ash are very scientific when it comes to constructing the plot, and it's always symbolism. Like we write shit where right now you think it's a good story, but when they do a documentary on 50 years from now, they're gonna start breaking down the internet and seeing like, oh, this is symbolism for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of things I try to tell young authors, you have to write like it's an art form. Like Godfather, which is another one of my favorite movies. after I got older, I kind of realized that like every time someone died, there were oranges in the scene. Like people wouldn't catch that, but once you start thinking about the art, you start thinking like, well, every time somebody died, if somebody was significant and they died, there was orange around. You know, like when he got shot, coming
With
out the
orange in his
door.
mouth. Yeah.
You know, at the end he died with an orange in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
When he came out the store and he got shot up, fell on some oranges. When the bosses had a meeting at the table, in the middle, in the centerpiece was orange. And those are called winks. And real writers know what I'm talking about. That's
Oh
why I
yeah.
like Kawan, because he thinks like that, you know? And those are little things that we put into our shit that you're not gonna catch, but later on you will. And that's what makes you legendary, you know? So
Kind of like the same whiskey bottle in every scene that appears and then disappears. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I know a little bit about that.
yeah,
So, you know, your rise to stardom was almost meteoric in a way. It just, you know, it is if, you know, God gives certain people with a profound, prolific way of telling a story. And you're up there with the top three, in my opinion, in the world. Wahida Clark, Kawan Foy, and Quavo. I mean, that's, you know, that's the mark that I'm trying to get to, is to get into that. But you shot like a meteor out of the air with Ashley and yourself, and both of you have done independent work. I mean, it's all over the board. How do you keep humble like you are? How do you keep that humbleness to you? Because a lot of people have some people get a attitude of I'm better than, but you, in all your interviews in the past, have not been that way.
Well, I mean, I just think when you get money or you get a certain level of success, it just kind of magnifies who you are. And I'm just not that type of person.
Right.
And knowing money can make me nasty to a person, you know, be condescending,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not who I am.
Right.
You meet a person and they're nasty, or they, you know, they kind of push you out. They was always that person.
Right.
They was always that person. And they're showing you now because they don't have incentive to be. But me, I'm just not that, you know. But
Yep.
if it does have to come to, I mean, it could get dark.
Right.
It get dark.
Right.
But I mean, if I just really treat people how they treat me, you
Right.
know.
But you know, it's the same people that say they got your back, and then all of a sudden you go from a Benz to a bicycle or a tricycle, and then all of a sudden the people just don't even know you no more. And I've dealt with that so many times in my life. That's why I stay in my fucking lane and stay in the house. I don't have time for that bullshit no more. Like Stan's a real dude. Like, I don't know if you ever saw it, but the live that he did was hilarious. He come out drinking 1800 Patron, and all of a sudden, like off the screen, is like, "Where you from?" And all of a sudden, the live just ended, and I was like, I froze. My face froze. I was like this. And like 3 days later, he came back on live. He's like, "What's going on, fam?" I'm like, "What the fuck just happened? Like, I can't believe this just happened." So there's certain places I'm not going to go, Quavo, without you. Okay, I'm gonna need you and Kawan and some of the other folks to go with me. If that's okay.
I'll be standing in the house, man. I'll be trying to get a dollar, man. I'll be trying to get money, man. All that high shit. I'll be trying to get some money.
So, are you going to be doing Detroit Hustle and Grind 2021 if Corona passes?
No. I'll be staying to myself, man. God bless whoever involved in it, though. I got some other things going on. I'm gonna focus on that. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so you won't be at Detroit. Okay, that's
No.
cool. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Cool. So everybody's been asking about Cartel. Everybody's been asking who killed who, and I mean, like, there's just so many here, Quavo. I can't even keep up. Let's talk about Murderville.
All right, all right. Yo, Murderville was like to me that was like a well constructed masterpiece, because we wanted to you know, we had just got like a big agent at the time. And, we wanted to kind of grow our audience up, because we was always talking about street shit on the lower level. So we wanted to create a story that kind of told a story with street elements, but it was only the backdrop. It wasn't the main storyline. So Murderville was one of my favorites. I think it's going to be a movie one day. And Cash Money I sat and talked to Baby. You know, that's my nigga. Me and Baby knew some people from the street, so
Okay.
so he was expecting me to tell that story, but I was like, yo, we're gonna do something different since we got like the shine on us. I just want to do something that can kind of matriculate to something bigger. I was thinking of movies. So it's honestly one of my favorite series, especially part one. I think it was a beautiful plot. Um, you know, always salute Cash Money for that paper. That's the first time I got a real big check all at once. That
Sure.
was, legal.
Yeah. Got to specify that.
Yeah, legal.
So,
Yeah.
what is the inspiration behind Cubana?
Wow. Okay. So I went to Cuba and I saw some shit that kind of changed my life. Um, Sat with a couple people, real people that that had respect for me, and they they know they knew me for something else. But when I came back, I was a writer, So they was like, okay, you're a writer, so we're gonna take you here and show you. So I really went to the cocaine field. And the great thing about Cuba, man, it is not great, but it's the truth. Pardon me. Creating cocaine is like a family tradition. It's like Italians cooking spaghetti in Italy. I've been there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fried chicken in the hood. They really it's like a family business. Man. I saw an
Yeah,
8-year-old.
absolutely.
I saw an 8-year-old.
Doing his deal.
Absolutely.
Doing his deal. That's what it is.
It's nothing to them. A brick in Cuba costs $100. Over here, you can sell it for 40,000. It's nothing.
Right.
Cocaine is nothing in Cuba. So for me to see how dope is a religion there, that's what I wanted to get to the people. Dope is a religion there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a way of life. I saw that and I created a story. And also I kind of learned about Korea. And that book, man, like I think I wrote over so many people's heads with that. No, no, like people who got it though. I
Right.
understand, but like it's so many things in there that like you really gotta read it. You really, I put names in there when I uploaded it for it to go out. It came back as something else. It was some real crazy shit going on. Like I have a character named Epstein, and the name changed. That I ain't never saw no shit like that in my life. Where Amazon was like, you know what? They omitted shit because it was the truth. And people that really read it, they understand. Like y'all remember that it was some bullshit attached to it. So it was just a real different experience. I really wanted to get to the people that coke is a religion there, and
It is.
it was different.
Just like Colombia.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely, same
It'd be
shit.
a smaller Colombia.
Yeah, they cousins. It ain't that's the
Yeah.
same shit. That's the same shit. Yeah, yeah.
And that's, and I mean, you're known to write extremely real life scenarios. It's not a fantasy. It's not. I think what some people say is that these nowadays rappers are rapping about things that they didn't did. They're rapping about the guys that are doing the stuff that they think they're doing. And you're known to be a writer that is not mincing words when it comes to real life. And I think that's what you can tell mostly in those writings is that it's real and there's a lesson. Every book.
Yeah, yeah. Why tell a lie when the truth will do? Like,
Exactly.
you
And
know. So
you know,
when
so
when I tell my stories, I pull from real experiences. So I really try to articulate the best way I can, give you the truth, because that's what's going to stick with people. That's what makes you legendary. I don't want to just be a writer for now.
right.
100 years later, I want people to say, yo, that's one of the best books and the truest books I ever read. And anybody around me, they tell you the truth. Like my best friend Noah Watson. Like we don't mess with a lot of people. We keep our circle real tight, but our shit so fly. He'll read my book and be like, "Oh, remember when whoop whoop? Remember when whoop whoop?" Like I love shit like that. To me, that's like stamps. Like, all right, I'm doing it right. Because you can read my book, if you really know me, you can stamp that time in history. Like, oh, I remember when you took that trip to Cuba. I remember when we went to Italy. I remember when we went to Bali. I remember when we took that trip down to Florida in the car and hidden compartment, like all that. So,
And that's where you see the greats that, you know, like you think about over the last 20 years, almost all of the crime fiction writers I know have it one way intertwined with each other at one point. And the stories that they have, you know, like uh, I've had some stories with Kawan, and I mean, it's great to be in that community, and it's able to be, you know, and you're such on a national level that you're just able to be humble enough to come out and talk to people and talk to your supporters. You know, that just says the world to me about the kind of guy you are. You know,
man,
uh, you're a straight 100 person. There's no doubt about it.
thank you.
We have about 10 minutes left. There have been so many questions, Quavo. I can't even keep up. I really can't. I'm going to pick another one, and we'll just try to get some of your folks. Hang on, Quavo. I'm working. Okay. So, oh, Jesus, there's so many. Okay. How about, let's see. Streets Have No Queen is no longer on Kindle. Is it coming back?
Yeah, absolutely. So what happened is I got a national distribution deal for it, and it'll be in stores, Walmart, Target, all this fall. Cubana is being re-released, and also The Streets Have No Queen. If you hit my inbox, I got some Cubanas. If somebody wants some Cubanas, I got some. So
Good, good. Okay, so they know to DM you to get those copies.
yeah. But on a national level, it'll be in every store in America. Both of them by Christmas. So
Great,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
I think the ladies are so swooned with how you met your wife. Could you just go over that one more time? There seems to have been quite a few more questions about the meeting, so let's cap with that, shall we, Quavo?
I mean, it's in Dirty Money, man. We just, you know, two real spirits collided. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I just like real shit, man. I got a real, and listen, my wife wouldn't mind. I'm not calling her a bitch like a bitch. I'm calling her a bitch like she the best that ever did it.
Walk the earth.
She the realest.
Yep,
I got the realest bitch that ever walked the earth, and I put her up against anybody. I just love my,
absolutely.
you know, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? There ain't really no equation to kind of size it up. She just a real one. You know what I'm saying? You're a real one.
Well, I will tell you this, that I was doing a live, and somehow you came up in the live. I don't remember how. Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was me and Brown Sugar Reeds. She's a good friend of mine, Val King.
Okay.
And somebody that was following me went and bought my book, and they were reading your work. And I guess there was some sex scene in there that they were just enamored with. And
Yeah.
it came out on my live with
Yeah.
Val and in the comment, and Val went, "Can you say that one more again?" And I
Yeah.
was like, nah, like I got people like, nah, like these are saved. Like I can't have this.
Nah,
So, you know, hey man, you know, it's awesome. I love you, man. You're a real dude.
man, thank you. But I don't feel comfortable talking about sex with a man. So I don't
No, no, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm just letting you know that I was like,
know.
not on my live. Like I don't want to hear that shit. But you know, read the book.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Let's see. Uh, Jesus, man, there's so many. All right, I can't. So, Quavo, we
Yeah.
got about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Um, let's talk about where people can find you, what's coming down the pipe, and what else we got going on.
All right, cool. So all my social medias is real JaQuavis all across.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we got so much shit coming up. Cartel do have a big situation. Not no not no bullshit. Like we're gonna do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like we got one of the biggest names. Ti signed on to do it. Um, we got one of the biggest production companies. The same company that did Denzel movie, Book of Eli.
Yes.
Yeah, Alcon. So we got that production company that's the owner of FedEx owns that company.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we got that coming. We got some television situations that's not all ironed out yet, but we just grinding. But as far as books, man, we're gonna drop them all here. Like Long Live the Cartel will be out very, very soon. Like very soon, like this month. It'll be out. Um,
Excellent.
Next month we got Money Devils. Ashley has another one coming out right after that, and I have another one coming out in November. Like we just gonna go. We're just gonna go, man. We're gonna get all the money.
I will tell you this: very few people know Stanley James is actually Smiley in Blood and Whiskey 2. If you read it,
Yeah,
that's actually Stan has a custom-made pair of shoes that say Smiley on them, and he's actually the character. And people are going nuts about getting him and Kawan's inspired character in the same book, ripping shit up in New York. So I'm working on that.
man, that's dope, bro. I really appreciate you like taking out the time to kind of interview me, man. You're a very you're a funny dude, man. I like your bro. And
Thank you.
I really like the titles of your books, man. Like they different. You know what I'm saying? And I really am looking forward to like digging into it, man. Like I want all of them.
I
You know,
appreciate that.
man. It's just meeting you. I think you got something to say. I'm gonna dig into it, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being a hero to so many writers and just people in general out there that, you know, you're one of the people bringing the fucking torchlight into the darkness. And I really appreciate what you do for the community.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll catch up soon. All right.
Love, man. Everybody be smooth. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks, Cueva.
All right, man.
Later. Okay, guys, and that was Quavo. Wow. So, thank you guys for coming by. Once again, this is DB Bray, the writer. This is the Ooowee Chronicles. It is a free platform for writers, readers, creatives, or any other type of person that you would like to have on this show at any time. They can be anybody from come-ups to people that are already on their way up. But I really appreciate y'all stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And we will be back Wednesday night with Leisha McCoy, and I think that's it for this upcoming week. Yeah, I don't know. It's all running together. So if you haven't, follow the link for DB Bray the writer, and you can tune in every time we have a live. All right. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. Stay safe.